With so many seasons of 90 Day Fiancé, it's tough to pick a favorite. However, there are some clear standouts and there are major flops. Not every season hits the mark, but the ones that did were extremely compelling television. There have been 8 seasons so far of 90 Day Fiancé, which has spawned countless spin-offs, and some of those seasons are more memorable than others. The best seasons have an even mix of drama and earnestness. There needs to be explosive couples to keep audiences entertained, but there also needs to be couples that fans can root for. These are the seasons that kept viewers talking, and the ones viewers have forgotten about. The show really picked up steam around the 4th or 5th season, so many of the earlier seasons were a bit weak by comparison. In season 3, there were a few couples like Alexei and Lauren Brovarnik and Kyle and Noon Huckabee who fans rooted for. But aside from them, the other couples were forgettable. Most of the relationships that season succeeded and there wasn't enough conflict. Overall it was a bit boring. Season 2 is another season without a lot of star power in the cast. There were a few sweet couples, like Danny and Amy Frischmuth, but there were less memorable couples like Justin and Evelyn Hollis. The main standout couple was Danielle Mullins and Mohammed Jabali. It was the first real green card scam marriage, but that alone wasn't enough to carry the season. There were definitely a few couples like Blake Abelard and Jasmine Lodinen who made viewers yawn. But there were also several heavy-hitter couples like Angela Deem and Michael Lilizanmi and Tanya Maduro and Sinjin Colchester. These cast members proved popular, or at least controversial, enough to land spots on multiple franchise spin-offs. Those couples made season 7 interesting to watch, but not as interesting as their storylines later in the franchise. Season 8 had some entertaining couples and storylines, but there were some problematic aspects, like Andrew Kenton and Amir Lalis's relationship, that made the season controversial and less enjoyable. COVID-19 put a damper on filming, which impacted the show, but overall there was a good mix of conflict and genuine feelings. As the OG, there's something special about 90 Day Fiancé Season 1. There was a smaller cast of couples, but back then it was a more heartfelt show with shorter episodes that seemed a lot less scripted than it currently does. Season 1 may be a little rough around the edges, but it's fun to see how far the show has come. Though there were only 5 couples in the Season 4 cast, 3 of them are some of the most memorable and entertaining ever: Nicole Napziger and Azan Tefu, Jorge Nava, and Anfisa Arkhipchenko, and Chantel Everett and Pedro Jimenez. Theirs were some of the most baffling and compelling relationships on the show, and Chantel and Pedro even secured their own spin-off. There were a great mix of standout couples this season, like 90 Day Fiancé villain couple Eric Rosenberg and Leda Margarita, or franchise legends Colt Johnson and Larissa Lima. In Season 6, there was a lot of drama and many big personalities, which made every episode highly entertaining. Season 5 had some of the most iconic couples in the franchise, like Andrea and Elizabeth Castravet and David Dabrowski and Annie Suen. Those couples certainly brought the drama, but in Season 5, even the less memorable couples like Evelyn Cormier and David Vasquez Cermeño still had very compelling storylines. Over 8 seasons of 90 Day Fiancé, a devoted and passionate fan base has developed. There will always be debate about which seasons are the best, but some seasons are regularly applauded and others aren't.